Mr. Binkley was. It's the anniversary as a member of NHS, so whenever you're ready, Grace. Thank you.
Okay, welcome to the 2022 Brookings High School National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. My name is Grace, as Mrs. King said, and I am the current secretary. We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who are being inducted as new members of our NHS chapter. So the purpose of National Honor Society is to create enthusiasm for scholarship, to stimulate a desire to render service, to promote leadership, and to develop character in the students of secondary schools. Today's ceremony indicates a continuous emphasis on excellence that we represent for our school and our community. Throughout the year, members of our chapter serve as role models for other students. In addition to the strong academic records that established our eligibility for membership, our chapter members are leaders in many student organizations, and we serve our school and community through many activities, including the Brookings Marathon, Share the Warmth, and the Salvation Army bell ringing. We are proud of this record of accomplishment and welcome these new members who bring new energy in support of our continuing work as NHS members. So we will begin with the meaning of the emblem. So Stefan, if you will please come up.
The emblem of this society, which appears on the front of the program and on your membership card, is the keystone and the flaming torch. The keystone bears in its corners the letters C, S, L, and S, which stand for the principles of this organization: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. These virtues must be fitted faithfully into the purpose of life. The flaming torch is the emblem of our purpose: to bear forward the searching light of truth, to lead so that others may follow in the light, to keep burning in our school a high ambition for the enduring values of life, and to serve those purposes which are symbolized in the torch.
Next, Grace Davis will address the scholarship.
Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for human education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life, which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way: through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
It's the other end, Grace. There you go.
Next is Caitlin June with character.
Character is the positive force in each person which makes one an individual distinguished from all others. Without self-pride, no person can have self-respect or hope to earn the respect of others. It is this force of a character which guides us through life. Responding with heroism, understanding, sympathy, or tolerance to the demands upon us. It is achieved and not received. It is a daily striving of self-discipline, so that choices are based on morality and decency, and not solely upon self-interest or opportunism. We must truly be how we wish others to perceive us. By demonstrating this in our daily lives, we may hope to prove by example our respect for character.
Next is Madison Piesky with leadership.
No group would be complete without leadership. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school in taking the initiative in class, school activities, and the community. The real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a country, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed, thus to lead is a significant charge to each of our members and to the candidates.
Next is Emily Regalado with service.
The next pillar of National Honor Society is service. Join hands with me and together, let us serve. A willingness to help and an unselfish devotion make life better, happier and more fulfilling as we set together for the common good. To lose oneself in enthusiasm for good and vital purposes without thought of monetary compensation or without recognition brings its own rewards. Service does not flaunt itself. It is a simple giving and sharing of one's energies and abilities whenever it is needed. The gift of ourselves is a commitment to a better tomorrow. Much has been given to us. We would like to give to others as much as we can.
All right. I am going to read some names off some cards here, and you can come up and get them.
Okay, go ahead.
And that is okay. Sounds good. Okay. Yeah. Gracie Adamson. Jasmine Anowski. Aletha Baker. Savannah Barber. Lisa Battone. Andrew Bishop. Stephen Brosel. Justin Koppel. Grace Davis. Taylor Dobrensky. Caitlin Doom. Jackson Eck. Nana Yaduomo. Nathan Gemechis. Tomas Gonzalez. Jackson Hoffman. Vija Kasu. Morgan Lindstead. Tyler Livermont. Sadie Mergen. Rebecca Vishna. Magnolia Miller. Aliana McKnight. Raylan Newman. Madison Pansky. Tess Pansky. James Park. Emily Regalado. And everybody wave to the camera because she's again, there's an ocean away. Jai Reineke. Mary Rodman. Tricia Sharon. Kira Steinhauer. Drew Tunn. Beth Wayman. Landry Wilson. Joseph Wu. Genevieve York. And Grace Zielinski. Did I forget anyone? Okay. That would be very smart. Are you ready? Look at it, they're so excited.
My mom works at like a
Okay. Well, now you are all card-carrying honors students, right? If there was any question before, that question is over now. So, yeah, now you have to decide, or we have to figure out together, what does honors mean? Because you're now in the National Honor Society, and you have this card, and you've taken honors classes. So what does it mean, Justin? What does it mean?
What does honor mean?
Yeah.
Honor is something that you take initiative in, something that you pride yourself in. Helping others is one good way.
In all my rehearsals, nothing was that great. That's yeah. So, like, you guys take honors classes, and I teach honors classes, and Mrs. King teaches honors classes, and you know, and it's a great thing, right? And we're here, and this is kind of the end of 3/4 of your academic kind of achievement, and now here we are in the National Honor Society, which is an organization that celebrates and even prioritizes intangible qualities. It has these pillars. Sometimes we call them candles, each of which brings with it a sort of nebulous educational ideal. There's scholarship, there's service, there's leadership, and then there's character. But the trouble is that your admission to this National Honors Society, your right to claim the gold tassel, as it were, is all about how we quantify those 4 ideals. So we measure them. Like, we measure your scholarship in like these terms that kind of seem objective, but they're not. They vary from classroom to classroom, from class to class. Is your favorite number 4.0? Is your favorite number 5.0? A minus? B plus? What about that COVID grading scale? We ask you to log your hours of service on a spreadsheet. The problem is, service is an attitude. It's probably even a worldview, not a list of tasks that we complete or have completed. Is it still service if I go to the food pantry and count the hours that I spend there? That I measure the opportunity cost of the time I spend? Can I acknowledge it on a pink piece of paper as service if I don't want to serve, but rather serve for the pleasure of an adornment to my graduation robe? And then there's leadership, and I've read enough essays from high schoolers about leadership in school settings. Okay, fine, those schools are usually in outer space, but whatever. To know that there is very little consensus, almost none, of what a leader should be in terms of ideals, practice, position. It's even a little absurd because every single person here leads and follows by turns. And I wouldn't say that one of those situations is more important than another. Both are probably equally necessary and equally valuable, I should think, and worth a great deal to the value we have yet to mention in our ceremony tonight, despite its being likely the most important of the ideals we'll talk about here. Education, but we're not there yet. You see, we've got character next and final, which is one I'll confuse with the literary operation, especially because it is just as variable. It is just as difficult to assess, and it is just as complex a metric for judging student excellence. I don't think it can be as simple as either having character or not having it. We don't offer a CPA, but maybe we should. What does a 4.0 look like in terms of character? How do I manage advanced placement for character? I mean, I have no idea, but since you're all here tonight, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But it's the missing ideal that perhaps deserves the attention for determining exactly what it might mean to be an honors student joining a society of the self-same. We'd assume that the metaphor of the pillars, and it's a pretty good one because the pillars are a support structure, and they're not just standing on their own, but rather holding something up. The problem is that the thing the pillars are holding up is copiously absent from the metaphor. So I'll be bold, and I'll offer a suggestion, though any metaphor I'd come up with would fall short of the ideal we're talking about, because it is that ideal we mentioned before. It is not a practice, it is not a metric, it is not a pastime, it's an ideal of like what it is that we do in schools. We participate in it on our bad days, but we extol it on our good ones. We kind of forget that it's happening when it's authentic, and we bemoan it when it's not. The word I said earlier, see, it's hidden in like these acronyms and in these emails you get about best practice, about being good students, about looking ahead, about being responsible. And so we qualify that ideal as primary. Sometimes we call it secondary. Later you'll call it higher. And we put it on a pedestal as something to pursue. We elect a board to oversee it. And it is perhaps all of those things. But education is what we build when we can do more than just label our academics as scholarship, or our volunteer hours as service, or our leadership as an office that we hold, or our character as the trouble we've managed to stay out of. Education is method and morality in equal parts. It is best practice, and it is our response to failure by turns. It is, as B.F. Skinner said, and my father reminded me, education is what survives when what has been learned has been forgotten. And so the honor you have earned, or been granted, here tonight is the permission to move things off the resume and into your ideals. To do that, that tassel, it becomes a symbol, not a prize. The things you learn and the people with whom you learn them have the opportunity to survive past your graduation day, not too far away now. Not because of your success, but because you acknowledge your own ability to speak to what that success means. You understand that this places you not only at the top of your class, but as an authority as to why your education matters. And so, you must, and I don't think there's any way to mince this, you must pursue it with authentic passion. More simply, you have to care. And you have to care enough to see that your education is not this partitioned section of your life, locked behind 92-minute blocks or 9-week quarters that you started counting down from at the number 16. You have to care enough to realize that education is the foundation not of just what comes next, but why this moment, why the confluence of moments around it matter every bit as much. It is all real life, and so your job now is to understand why. Congratulations to the NHS inductees of the class of 2023.
On the back of a program, and some of you might have to share, there should be some on every page. Grace is going to lead you in the pledge, after which, so share, she will lead you, and then after that, I have some desserts, and I want you to come back and get one if you want. And then Mr. Gansey will pass out a ballot to every person who is here, and then we'll listen to our candidates in the order that they are on the ballot sheet, which is in the order they told me they wanted to run. So it was whoever got to me first. So, Grace.
Okay. The Okay, everyone stand. And hold your right hand out, as so. So, NHS pledge. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school, and I will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Congratulations.
Grab dessert if you want it, and then go back to listen to your officer.
Thank you.
Tomas is first. Okay.
Nancy, can I get like pencils?
Yep, we got him. Okay, are we ready for Tomas? Go!
Hi, I'm Tomas. I'd like to welcome you all here tonight because, as we all know, we've all worked extremely hard to get to this point in our lives. We've all had to make extreme amounts of sacrifices in our lives in order to be able to hold ourselves up to a high standard of character, leadership, service, and all the other pillars of the National Honor Society. We've all sacrificed time and energy to be here tonight. And I just want to speak on that because I think what becoming a great leader is not the leader that you are. I think it's the people around you that make you a great leader. And I want to speak on that because I think that we have such an amazing group of people here tonight. Whether that's Grace and her dedication to swimming. Because I'm going to talk on Grace because I know firsthand some of the sacrifices and dedications she'd made to be here. Grace has been swimming like me, but the thing is, Grace has been swimming for Sioux Falls. And what that means is that Grace has had to drive 2 hours each day just to compete in her sport. That's tons of time and energy and dedication that she's had to make to that. I think we've all done extreme work in our community that we've all made a betterment of our community. Whether that's Tess and Madison working in FCCLA and their accomplishments nothing short of incredible. They've both put in time and energy more than I could ever put in myself. And for them, I think we need a round of applause. I think we need a round of applause for everyone in this room because we've all worked extremely hard to get here. And I want to be president because I think working with you guys is what is just NHS is all about. We're all here because we want to make the community a better place. We're all here because we've demonstrated character. We're all here because we're a great people. Thank you. It went better in my head.
Alright, hey everybody. I think most of you know me, but my name is James, and I'm running for the NHS President Officer position. And I know that the main responsibilities for the President is leading the meetings we have throughout the year, and I think I'm a great candidate for this job. This year I was able to be the junior captain for the soccer team, and it showed me many ways in which I have to organize certain activities, such as practices or team runs in the morning. And this opportunity has helped me grow as a leader, and even more important, as a communicator towards many different people on the team. Furthermore, I was the trumpet section leader for the marching band, and I know marching bands kind of looked at as a joke, but it did really help me figure out how to deal with certain problems within my section, as well as communicating with the other fellow leaders in my band. Are we all perfect? No. Am I good at everything I do? No.
Yes.
No. Is Nathan Gevinchis the cutest?
Yes!
Okay, I guess we all agree that it's yes. Well, besides maybe the last one, all these things prove how a good leader/candidate is not defined by their perfection, but by their willingness to help all individuals who require it. If I were to receive the position of president, I think I would have a lot of fun organizing everything and just figuring things out with the vice president and secretary. I feel like in the aspect of communication between the other officers or anyone else in NHS, I would be the best candidate because I'm a pretty friendly guy that likes to joke around, as you guys know. So you don't really have to feel worried about like approaching me or like feel weird talking to me at all. I do know when I have to be serious though and be productive, so I'm hoping I'd be able to show you guys whenever that time comes. So yeah, vote for me as your NHS president.
First off, congratulations to everyone on your induction into NHS. I am Trisha Sharon, and I'm proud to be running for your National Honor Society president. I plan on bringing new ideas to the role, and I believe my leadership experiences make me uniquely qualified to make NHS an amazing experience for all of us. As president, I plan to be approachable and easy to work with. If any member has any questions or suggestions, I promise to always be open to finding solutions to their problems and taking their feedback into account and making NHS a better experience for all of us. I will go above and beyond to accommodate each individual and their experiences. Beyond this, I'll ensure that every individual has what they need to get all their hours done. If we are elected, Nanaya and I will send out monthly newsletters that will have plenty of volunteer opportunities for members to take up if they need more hours. On top of this, I will personally reach out to individuals who really need help getting their hours, and I'll make sure that they have the resources that they need to do their part as NHS members. If people are still struggling to find opportunities to complete their volunteering, I will find or make opportunities for them. My past and current leadership experiences make me extremely qualified to serve as your president. As the editor-in-chief of the yearbook, I lead a large group of students to put together the book telling the story of our junior year. I've even made major changes to the yearbook since I've been in charge, adding things like senior quotes to give the book a more personal touch. I'm also co-leader of the BHS Environmental Club, and this role has taught me a lot about bringing a group of people together to make our community a better place. I help manage club members and volunteering, doing things such as recycling and picking up trash, and I can draw from this role to help NHS members in their volunteering. I also arrange many of our club activities, such as the meeting where we decorated toe pads. These leadership experiences come on top of my involvement in other activities such as debate, Science Olympiad, and orchestra make me very qualified for the position of NHS president. As president, I will arrange opportunities to make sure every NHS member is able to complete all their hours in group projects. With me in office, NHS will be an easy and enjoyable experience for everyone involved. Please vote Trisha as your National Honor Society president. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Nathan, and as you know, I'm running for vice president, and some people may have like many awards, grades, and fancy things that stand out. Though I may not have all of these qualities, I just want to put all my heart and dedication into this road that we pursue as we try to go around, help the community, and the many things that we do. And, sorry, I just can't handle all of this because for many times, this has been like one of my dreams or things that I pursue like throughout life because I want to like just help the community, help the surroundings, like other groups like I didn't get to do it this year, but like Eco Club and many things like that, they just stand out to me, and the work that they do is just really inspiring. And I really want to put all the miles ahead. It's all about like the extra miles that we do, like things that we do outside of practice, whether it's for sports or the things we do when nobody's looking. It's all about the things that we do that people appreciate when it stands out. And this may be a bit of a stretch, but I just want to present myself in a way that shows that I'm a good person for the job. The Vice President of the NHS has numerous responsibilities that include all of you and my commitment to the group. And I've learned from different activities like choir, soccer, and orchestra, and other extracurricular activities that the communication and also the commitment that I prepare and bring to the group is what makes everything work out and bring a positive outcome. And if there were to be obstacles in the way of success, I've used not 100, not 110, not 120, but 181.3% effort for the benefit of the group. But on a real note, I just want the best for everyone, and I'm willing to put the extra work in for all of you guys.
NHS members, and congratulations. My name is Nania, and I'm running for the position of Vice President. I'm passionate about affecting change and creating a welcoming and healthy environment for everyone in NHS. As Vice President, I will work to ensure that the needs of each and every member are met by taking everyone's input into account in the decisions I help make. As VP, I will be in charge of the hours that we allow for volunteering, and so I will be lenient with the activities that we allow for hours. If elected, along with Trisha as president, we plan to start an NHS newsletter to keep members updated on meetings, agendas, and volunteering opportunities. My tenacity is gained through my involvement with tutoring, FCCLA, speech and debate, vocal jazz, theater, Eco Club, and Sunrise have shown me how to prioritize my time and get things done. They have also provided me with connections to people all over the city, which I will use to provide members with sufficient volunteering opportunities. Being one of the leaders of the Brookings Sunrise Hub has given me an understanding of what it means to be a kind and effective leader, as well as the importance of working together and communicating in others. In this way, I will be a proactive vice president. I've already taken the initiative by talking to the former NHS leaders to start figuring out what areas of NHS I can help improve if elected. If you elect me as vice president, I will apply the same drive and ambition I apply to my academics and extracurriculars to effectively and efficiently lead this club. I want to help this group represent the 4 pillars of NHS, which are scholarship, service, character, and leadership. This group will be my top priority, and I will work my hardest to maximize the time that we have together to effectively create change in our community. I'm excited to see what we will be able to achieve in our last year together. By choosing me, our NHS group will expand dramatically, resolve unsolved issues, and provide immense value to club members. So, vote Nania for Vice President of the BHS National Honor Society. Thank you.
I'm Tommy G, and vote for me. I know.
Hey guys, I'm Drew Ton, and I'm running for the secretary office position. Some of you guys may remember me as the 7th and 8th grade back-to-back Red Team president.
Yeah, back to that.
When I asked you guys to vote for the GOAT. Today I'm here once again asking for your vote. I am the best candidate for this position because I am very organized and I know all my fellow NHS members, so I'll be able to keep track of their participation and attendance. As a member of our soccer and basketball team, I understand the importance of leadership and teamwork, so I'll be able to work together with my office members. If I get this position, I will dedicate my time and effort to this organization, making NHS a ton of fun.
I'm Tommy G, and vote for me.
Hey everyone, I'm BHS and I'm running for the position of secretary. As we're all heading into our senior and final year of high school, I hope to help make the transition process easier for all of you if I'm elected. Having had experience leading the BHS Environmental Club as well as tutoring on top of my other extracurriculars and activities, I think my acquired skills of planning, organization, and communication make me a strong candidate for this position. Whether it's keeping you all updated on what's happening and what's coming up, or tracking hours and attendance, or uptaking any other responsibilities for NHS, I plan on doing it to the best of my ability in a organized and diligent manner. So please vote for me. Thank you.
I'm Tommy G, and vote for James Clark.
What I would like you to do now, we're going to dismiss shortly. If you can, when you vote, fold it in half, and on your way out, you'll hand it to Grace. and Grace will initial it, and then she and I and Adidia will count them. We may do it tonight, or we will wait till tomorrow. There is pizza back there if you really think you need more, or you would take it home and eat it later. I don't want you to waste it in your car, but if you're hungry, take it with you, reheat it. We don't need it to sit back there. So I think there's a couple of cheese left.